There are few things about FIR that the police will never tell you. But today, you're going to learn about all of them. Let's get started. Alright, let's get started. Let's say you're a victim of crime and you go to the nearest police station to file your FIR. But the police refuse to file your FIR. They give you a sob story saying that this is not our jurisdiction. Can they do that? No, they cannot do that. Because the concept of zero FIR has been formalized in the Bharatiya Nagarik Suraksha Sanhita. As per section 173 clause 1, the police need to mandatorily file an FIR if they receive any information about the commission of a cognizable offence irrespective of the place of occurrence. Okay, now that you know about zero FIR, you insist the police on taking your or registering your FIR, but they still refuse it. Let's say the police get irritated and throw you out of the police station. Now what? What are your remedies as a common man? You do have some remedies. Let's look into them. As per section 173 clause 4 of Bharatiya Nagarik Suraksha Sanhita, in case the officer in charge of police station refuses to take your FIR, then you can send the substance of such information by post directly to the superintendent of police, that is the SP. Now, if the SP sees that the particular information has substance, then he will direct investigation to his subordinate or he will direct for registration of FIR. Okay. Even after sending the post to SP, still no FIR has been registered. Now, what is your remedy? Yes, you still do have a remedy. That is, you can file a private complaint to the magistrate. Now that even superintendent of police is not able to address our problem, we have another remedy. We can directly file a private complaint before the magistrate. Under the provisions, section 223 of BNSS, read with section 210 of the BNSS. Now, after filing the private complaint, the magistrate can direct for the investigation or he can direct for the registration of the FIR. Now listen carefully. There are some tricks which police try to employ, so beware. So sometimes the police purposefully delay the registration of FIR by telling you to come tomorrow, come day after tomorrow, come next week. Otherwise, the SHO is not in the station and so on, all cock and bull stories. So you must understand that they do this for the purpose of weakening the prosecution case, as delay in registration of FIR sometimes without reasonable cause or explanation can affect the prosecution's case. So beware of that. Another trick which police may try to employ is not taking your signature, saying it is unnecessary. No, your signature is very important. The signature of the informant or the complainant for registration of FIR is extremely important, because without your signature they can manipulate it and they can change the date of the FIR. They can do thousands of other things. Another trick which the police use is to distort the facts. So let's say the officer in charge of station is listening to your grievance and he is noting down or jotting down the FIR as you are addressing your grievance orally. So majority of the time, some of these police officers, what they do is they will distort the facts. You are saying something, they will write another thing purposefully. So at that time, you should be aware that you have a right under section 173 of BNSS that after the officer in charge of the station writes down the FIR, he has a duty to read it aloud to you to check whether it is same as what you are giving to him. So beware of that. So next time you go to file an FIR, make sure to have, if you want to have a strong and good FIR and a strong case, make sure you give it at the earliest time. Don't delay it too much, and make sure your signature is taken, and make sure that the police officer reads that particular FIR aloud to you so that you confirm the accuracy of your FIR. And also note that under section 173 clause 2 of BNSS, the informant or the victim can receive a free copy of the FIR. So yeah, note that too. Okay, one last and final tip which I would like to give you is, whoever is jotting down the FIR, please note down his name, because after the DK Basu guidelines, every officer needs to identify himself via his nameplate. So make sure you check that they're wearing that particular badge. Okay. so that they can be held accountable in case there is some kind of manipulation done to that particular FIR. So, next time when you go to the FIR, you understand that police officers are public servant. They're there to serve the public. You're not powerless. You have rights. Alright? And finally, in a world filled with virus called ignorance, know the law, stay protected.